Hello, boys and girls. New patch, new tier list. It's time. As usual, there's many debates. Last time I did quite a lot of work with math to create a proper list, but I don't think it's gotten the respect I thought it would. So this time I'll definitely not do that. I'll just make a classic list with this amazing thing. And I'm gonna try to put civs in order for you because I know a lot of people wish to see that, but I will say it is rather complicated to do that because sometimes things circle. Um, since everyone's playing Blitz right now, I'll just use Blitz as the matter of things, okay? I'll rate civs the way I find them strength-wise in Blitz, and I'll give you some explanations for it, of course. Alright, so as usual, we just put Ethiopia in S tier. That's really easy. Civ has gotten buffs despite being broken anyway. It's hard to find a thing that's not broken about them. I guess the artillery isn't broken. The mortar is a bit annoying. Everything else is broken though. The cav, the mass, the natives. I don't think anyone would want to argue with this. Usually Mexico used to be an S as well. It definitely isn't right now, simply because Blitz Treaty nerfed them, kind of. So we're not putting Mexico in S. I think, in fact, Ethiopia is the only S we have. In the A's, that's the civs that you will see a lot of people play. And I think my favorite A tier civ is going to be France. France is just a smashing civ. They smash everything. They have super strong natives, no matter what natives we have. Saying that because there is also Blitz Unknown, on which you get different natives every time. In Spain, French obviously don't really care. Any natives they get are really strong and complement their army. Right after, we have Spain. There we go. Spain also super good at using any natives, but specifically hand infantry ones, of course, due to their cards affecting them. Cavalry ones also being okay, but yeah, in general, I think French is a good match against Spain. It's probably close. I think French has the upper hand on stomping the civs that come after, though. And that is going to be Brits and Germany in this order. Why are they here? Because drummers have been removed in Blitz. If drummers were a thing, it would be another way around. There's no drummers though right now, so I think Brits is going to be behind and Germany behind here. Brits with the rockets super strong right now. Germany is just always super strong. Uh, yeah, pretty strong natives in general, especially in Blitz. Yeah, and I think that might be it for my A tier civs, to be honest. Yeah, I think we go B now. And in B, I'm gonna put Sweden at the front. Sweden is right now an amazing B tier civ. It can have close matches against some of the A's, but not all of them, and they still lose. But they're pretty strong either way. I'm gonna put Mexico right behind them, just because Sweden destroys Mexico, but yeah, Mexico is still Mexico. Mexico's really good, it's just the eco is rather low in Blitz, and therefore it's not gonna be as overperforming as usual. Um, yeah, they just have a super good late game though, so they remain super strong. Here we might have a bit of struggle. What do we put after this? So I want to say Ottoman is really good right now. It is, 100% is. However, what I find very scary as well in Blitz is USA with the 5 forwards and just spamming out the Gatlings. Here I'm not exactly convinced yet whether USA is just that good with it or if I just haven't played against someone who knew how to play against it. Because so far I think I've always had the superior Cove Micro, so it's always been really easy to spam Gatlings. I'm gonna say Auto is a bit better. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. I'm gonna keep it there though, because Auto just performs very well. You could say Auto is also pretty straight counter to Sweden. However, I think that's only true when there's no natives involved. With natives involved, Sweden is actually pretty scary. Sweden in general, very scary right now with all the free natives that stack. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna have it. So Era is one of these cases. On paper, they're pretty good, but in practice, they're not. They're super bad at pushing. They're not good at dealing with runs. Like if we just consider Blitzcliff, I still think Eero just fucking sucks at pushing, so I just can't bring myself to having them this far up. I'm gonna have USA here. I'm gonna say actually Lakota is further up than USA. I'm gonna say Lakota is further up than USA. Just because I think they're a pretty good counter to the Gatling shit. With just Rifle Riders and the Explorer. Now, now we have a few options. Ports of Explorers is a reasonably good civ. Russia is a good civ. Inca is... I think I'm gonna go with Inca. And here I'm not sure. I could want... This is like some... These... This is switchable. This is like where I don't know. I'll put Inca behind, but for no specific reason. They could be in front as well. Just go, don't get to play these matchups much with good people. I just know Inca is a pretty good civ right now. Yeah. In all honesty, maybe we're gonna put Japan in front. Japan is also pretty good. Yeah, Japan is just a good civ as well. It probably can take. It might take. See, that's the thing. Okay, ignore the order of civs. I'm just gonna put civs in B tier here because it's just a bit too hard to order them really. Um, None of this really makes much sense. Um, I mean, China obviously performs very well against Russia in ports. We just have so much B right now. Euro is probably a B as well, just a lower B. Dutch, 100% a good B as well. Speaking of Blitz, Hausa is 100% a C. Italy's a C, and these guys are probably a D. Not gonna lie, India is so utterly dogshit in this. Uh, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, Aztec is probably really bad with natives in general, which is why they're down here. If it wasn't Blitz, but be a bit further up. And then Malta is just fucking awful at everything they ever do and try and touch. Like, it's just so crap. Yeah, with that being said, I think that's my list. As I said, Aztec is probably the worst in there. India is probably the best D tier. Hausa in Italy, I don't know. Probably the other way around. And then, yeah, here in the B, I just don't know. China probably beats port. It's always been a port counter, Russia counter, Dutch. Yeah, I guess China deserves to be the up there. Inca, China, very close. China, I want to say China kind of counters Japan, but China also probably gets shredded by what USA does, whilst Japan is rather good against it. That's what I mean. It's pretty tough. We have these circles in there. But yeah, I think these cities belong in B, and I just hate Euro because they just can't push. Like Euro needs like a 500 to 1000 point lead to ever finish a game when in lead to begin with. So this is my list, and yeah, as usual, I'm arrogant enough to claim that I'm pretty sure this is the only correct list as well. As I said, you can switch around the Bs, but I don't want to hear anything like Spain up here. Don't want to hear Sweden A, nor Sweden C. I just genuinely, I don't want to hear Inca D. It's just all nonsense, really. So yeah, this is where we are. This is where we keep it. And yeah, peace out.